right, so I want to talk about this whole situation going on recently in the past week in regards to the amusement park Sesame Place. Now, if you guys don't know what that amusement park theme park is, it's the equivalent to Disney World, but for Sesame Street characters. If you guys grew up watching TV, I'm pretty sure you've seen Big Bird. I mean, these are characters that's been around for over 50 years now. And, you know, you have Big Bird, you have the Cookie Monster, you have Elmo, you have Ernie and Bert, all right? And they decided to make an actual theme park surrounded by those characters. Now the theme park is making headlines for all the wrong reasons, as a mother is now calling out the staff at the Sesame Place theme park for alleged racial discrimination. Now, this theme park is located in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and this woman is claiming that her 2 black children were being discriminated against after a person dressed in a costume as the character Rosita in a parade dismissed her 2 black daughters seeking hugs while simultaneously hugging and shaking hands with white children. The entire incident was recorded on the mother's cell phone, and she went to social media blasting Sesame Place for alleged racial discrimination. She was the first person to put this video on social media and called them out, and she put out a post. Now I'm going to read a little bit of this post, and then I'm going to get into it because ever since she came out, there has been literally hundreds of videos, and I might be exaggerating, but it's been at least 15 to 20 videos that have circulated the web since then, showing this exact same character exhibiting the same behavior that they gave these 2 black little girls on video. And I felt so bad for these little babies. They didn't know exactly what was going on, but they were devastated that Rosita walked right past them after she hugged and kissed all of the, non-black children. She's just running around here dissing the black and brown babies, and we're trying to understand exactly what's going on here. The mom went to social media, and she was the first video that went viral, and she called them out. Of course, I did a publication of that on my website, so you guys can go there and see the entire publication on that, where she blatantly calls out Sesame Place for alleged racial discrimination against her children. I'm going to read this to you guys, and then we're going to get into the ton of other videos that was released, and I'm going to share my thoughts about this situation. It says, I'm going to keep posting this because this had me hot. We were on our way out of Sesame Place, and the kids wanted to stop to see the characters. This disgusting person blatantly told our kids no, then proceeded to hug the little white girl next to us. Then when I went to complain about it, they looking at me like I'm crazy. I asked the lady who the character was, and I wanted to see a supervisor, and she told me she didn't know. We'll never step foot in Sesame Place ever again. And please feel free to repost this. Actually, run me my money back. So mad I stopped the video, but it got me so mad when he blatantly told them no. All right, so this video went all over social media. Everyone's watching it. Of course, I posted it to my TikTok page and everywhere else, so my social media, and there was a ton of comments coming in. And of course, there was a lot of people who made excuses. The first video I posted had 20,000 hits on TikTok. And of course, where there may be racism, there's always people with excuses. They're trying to find a reason why. And there was a ton of people saying, hey, maybe it was just a coincidence and an incident. Now, Sesame Place decided to go on social media and make a statement, basically, and I'm just going to generalize this because I'm not reading this whole paragraph, but basically they were trying to say that the character didn't see the little girls below them, and they were waving off, just trying to avoid having to hug and touch someone that was holding a baby. There's a video that came out from the opposite side of where the little girls were standing with the full view of everything that happened, and there was nobody there. There was nobody there. They made the story up, and it was a lie. On top of that, following the incident, there was like 10, 15, damn near 20 videos showing the characters of Sesame Place displaying blatant racism. Literally videos of Big Bird walking past the brown children that wanted hugs and kisses while they're giving hugs and kisses to non-minority children, non-black children, with no real explanation. And we have a full list of videos of the same character, Rosita, displaying the same behavior. Literally, babies are chasing after Rosita saying, please give me a hug. I just want a hug. And she's running and fleeing away from them, just giving them the F you without actually saying F you. And these people, of course, the Sesame Place, they had an excuse. They tried to come out and try to say, oh no, the reason why this happened is because this, and this. But after the video popped up and more videos popped up and more videos popped up, now they come out with another statement trying to combat that. And now they're in the middle of a lawsuit for discrimination because this mother, along with several other mothers and parents that were at the Sesame Place amusement park that actually were discriminated against, because these are a series of videos. These videos started like probably at the beginning of May of this year up until July when this lady released this video. So there's a lot of people who's basically coming together for a class action lawsuit for racial discrimination. Sesame Place, you're in trouble. You're seriously in trouble. And it bothers me because yet, when you go on social media and you post these videos, there's still going to be people out here that's choosing to make an excuse. There's no excuse when it comes to children. If you guys want to sit here and protest against adults who claims racial discrimination, fine. But when it's literally on video camera of a grown adult treating children bad because they're black, treating children bad because they're non-white, it's not okay. And there's no excuse for it. All right, I'm going to actually describe a couple of the videos that I discovered on social media. And if you guys want to see all 5 of the videos that I posted to Instagram, of course, go to my website, djjerichopod.com, or follow me on Instagram. You guys can see the full video there. The first video was Exhibit A. That was basically the 2 little girls standing there trying to hug Rosita, and she said, "Girl, get out of here. I'm not hugging you." But she was hugging everybody else but those 2 babies. Now we have Exhibit B. Now in this second video, you clearly see Rosita walking through a parade, and you see a black girl with her hands out, clearly waving in this woman's or whoever's dressed up as Rosita's face, asking for a hug. Rosita walks right past her, does a curtsy and, do a hair flip, girl, and goes ahead and hug the other baby who is non-minority. The next video we have, Exhibit C, is Rosita sashaying across the theme park, just paying this brown baby dust as this baby chases after Rosita, begging for attention. And she's just like, "Girl, if you don't get your brown stuff up out of here, I cannot do it today." Attitude, she's literally switching, everybody. She's giving, all right? She is switching and ignoring and paying dust to these babies out here. Then we have another video, and this time it's not Rosita. Literally the entire staff of characters at Sesame Place must just have bias or just attitude, because yet again, there's another character. It's not Rosita this time. Here this character go walking past this black woman and her child just so they can show love to non-minorities yet again. And the woman actually called them out and say, "I know she didn't just walk past us, or he walked past us and just keep it pushing. Do you guys see this treatment?" Literally calling it out in the middle of the video. Then we have a video from the same location in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, of Big Bird playing this brown baby dust. All right. Now, I just want to understand, when will the people out here that's grown adults just take accountability that racism exists, and it can exist in a theme park for children. It can exist on the street. It can exist at your job. It can exist at work, and it can exist anywhere. It's just embarrassing. Look at this baby. This baby literally is just sitting here in shock. His hands is out. This poor baby, y'all. This is what's going on. Allegedly, I have to say allegedly, it's going on in Sesame's Place. And now we have a lawsuit here for racial discrimination. And it's been a couple of people that came out and said that their children were traumatized. And they've been dealing with emotional distress since this incident. And hey, I feel like it's okay. Go ahead and sue them. Why not? Because honestly, when the first video came out, Sesame Place could have taken the proper precautions and figured out who this individual was, did a proper investigation, and simply fired them and said, "Hey, we heard about the incident. We're so sorry. We did a full investigation about this, and we have decided to terminate this individual. And on top of that, we are deciding to do bias training." Sesame Place just came out and said, "Oh, we're just doing bias training." And it wasn't what it looked like with the first video. But now we have literally 10, 15, almost 20 videos of these incidences back to back over the entire season. There's videos that dated back from May of 2022 up until now of brown babies being paid dust and being disrespected. And we can just assume it's because of their skin color. How does this look? This looks all bad. It's making me not even want to ever watch Sesame Street ever again for the way that they're treating these kids. Now, this lawsuit is pending. Of course, they lawyered up, and I'm going to keep you guys updated. But I had to go through these videos for you guys to see that Sesame Street, Sesame Place, that theme park, we need to boycott it. We need to really just, remove our dollars from it. If you are brown, if you are black, if you are a minority, all right, or even a non-minority and you don't support this type of behavior, please withdraw your money from Sesame Place in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Of course, they did put out another statement after all of these videos went viral with another dusty apology, but I'm going to read that to you guys, and I want to hear your thoughts on this. You guys legit feel like they actually sincerely apologize, or are they just shocked that they got caught? Is it possible that management might be racially biased, allegedly? Do you guys think that might be the reason why the first video was taken with absolute dust and nobody cared, really? But here we are. There's nothing that you can deny. We have tons and tons of videos of these characters being very, very racially biased, allegedly, towards the children at this theme park. So it says, we sincerely apologize to the family for their experiences in our park on Saturday. We know that is not okay. We are taking actions to do better. We are committed to making this right. We will conduct training for our employees so they better understand and recognize and deliver an inclusive, equitable, and entertaining experience for our guests. For over 40 years, Sesame Place has worked to uphold the values of respect, inclusion, and belonging. We are committing to doing a better job in making children and families feel special, seen, and included when they come to our park. Now, me personally, I just feel like this apology is absolutely just complete trash, and I just don't believe them. I can't believe them. I don't support what they're doing right now, and this should have been corrected the first time. There should have been a full investigation on the incident. We literally investigated ourselves through social media. So if the people at Sesame Place really cared about what happened at their theme park and wanted to get to the bottom of it, they knew who was in that costume. At any job, especially when you're doing some type of costume work, I'm pretty sure they have people who's assigned to certain outfits for that day. Now, they may be able to pretend like they don't know who was in the costumes for a particular character maybe last month, but I know you know who was the character for that past week. And I'm pretty sure you guys can narrow down to the group of people who may have been responsible for these actions. I feel like whoever was responsible for this should have definitely been terminated. Nothing in that apology says that this individual who may have been responsible has been terminated, and we fully investigated into the situation, and this is not okay. I mean, they said it's not okay, but there's no actions really behind it. There's no action, it's just words. So until I get to see and hear that the person who's responsible for this has been terminated, Sesame Place can kiss everybody's money goodbye, especially our minority monies. We are not going to continue to support organizations and things of that nature, these theme parks that are fully discriminating against the black and brown minorities, and have us sitting here looking stupid like it's okay. This dry apology, I know we're in a messed up world and when it comes to like racial tension and stuff like that, but you can't just be doing this to kids, all right? You can sit here and find excuses when it comes to adults that's black and brown. Y'all can do that all day on social media. Y'all can sit here and drag, and y'all can sit here and make excuses, but you cannot excuse any adult mistreating a child, a baby. These are babies. These are toddlers. Those babies had to have been no more than 5 years old. All right. And they were coming out there with a pure heart. Kids are innocent, and I feel like it's not right. I know it's not right. You know it's not right. And the fact that there's so many people that's willing to make excuses shows exactly what state of the world that we're living in, and the true ugliness is really seeping through. I need America to really get it together. I mean, if you're going to come after the minorities, come after the adults. I'm not saying come after us, but I mean, you can try to find excuses for us, but you can't find excuses for a Muppet displaying racial bias, racism, and discrimination blatantly on camera multiple times. And then we have multiple angles showing that this theme park has lied to cover their butt. I am over it. And if you are over it, whether you're a minority or non-minority, we have to unite together to stop this. Stop this racism. Stop it. Because if it was you, if you are a minority, you know what it is. But for the non-minorities, if this was your baby and it was reversed, how would you feel? Would you like to be treated different because of your skin color? Would you like your baby, your innocent child, to be treated this way because of their skin tone? No, you wouldn't. So we have to stop this madness as adults and get it together for the kids, because this ugliness is seeping through. It's disgusting, and it's pouring all over the innocence of our children in this world. So with that, this is my pod in regards to the situation. If you guys want to review the entire receipts and the stories, go to my website, djjericapod.com, and you guys can see everything. I want to hear your thoughts. Share your comments. Of course, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, share your comments. I don't even know if I really want to upload this to YouTube because YouTube is weird. So I might just do a partial and have you guys go to my other channel, which is Spotify or Apple, to hear the entire podcast in regards to what I have to say. But I wanted to get this off my chest because it bothered me. You know, it hurts my feelings to see kids be harmed and discriminated against, especially Black and brown children, for absolutely no reason. No reason. It's just pathetic. And whoever's running that theme park, I don't know. You know, I don't even feel like the managers at the theme park should be in control. Who's in charge of corporate? I feel like everybody, including the management, needs to be fired. Management needs to be fired, all of them. You know, it might be some staffs that can stay, but I feel like it's time for a district manager or whoever's in charge of that theme park overall to do a full investigation on the staff, because to not only have one character behave strange, but multiple different characters to act strange. And I mean, unless they have receipts that shows this one particular person wore these costumes on this day and this event happened, which I highly doubt they'll be able to track from maybe 2-3 months ago. But what I will say is they need to figure it out, correct it, truly give an apology, and show that the person who did it, I want to see who's behind the costume. Show me who is the person behind the costume so we can know that this person has been eliminated and removed from this theme park. Share your thoughts about this situation. This is all I have to say. I'm going to go over to the next topic. And I hope you guys like these mini pods because I want to try something different. I'm trying to grow the viewership, and you know, when I start seeing that the streams are like through the roof, I'm going to get back to my chill pod and bring back, you know, the old school 2-hour pod. But I just had this on my heart and my mind, and I just needed to express myself. And I wanted to stand up for the children today. So if you guys want to stand up for the children today, and you guys are out in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, or you're tourists out there, do not go to that theme park. Boycott, boycott, boycott. That is all. If you guys like my pod, make sure you guys leave a rating on Apple Podcasts. Leave a comment about my pod below so I can get more viewership and more people. Basically, all algorithms act the same. So if you rate, if you comment, I move up further. Same thing with Spotify. Follow so we can get these numbers up. And go to my website, djjericapod.com, for the latest news and gossip and entertainment and just world news in general. I got another topic to cover, so I'm going to catch you guys on the next video. I'm trying, y'all. Listen, my people on YouTube, I'm trying to pump this content out. I'm really trying to stay consistent, and that goes for everybody that's listening right now. So stick with us, sister. I have a lot of things coming out, a lot of different videos and stuff pumping out. I appreciate y'all. Peace.